Welcome to Storybook Christmas. Storybook Christmas is all about fables and folklore, but it's all about Christmas, and it comes to life with a family of gnomes. As you can see, we've decorated this tree with several different gnomes of glass and resin, and also in some plush pieces. This is one of my favorite plush pieces this year. He's laying down, and we've decorated the tree with him, and he's holding his hands out. It'd even be cute if you put him on a shelf hold as like a shelf sitter and maybe hang an ornament off of his hands. That would be really cute in your showroom. But the gnomes, there's a few Santas in here, but they're also dressed as almost a gnome looking character. Some new ornaments that are modern, contemporary, and spun glass, giving us that swirl effect that helps animate this whole look. Storybook Christmas is a story that's animated with gnomes and even cute little mushrooms. The gnome story continues all through our tabletop and through our homes. We've got some of metal gnomes here. We brought a gnome in that was very similar to this in our gardens collection this past season, and it did so well we wanted to introduce it in a Christmas color and bring it into this Christmas collection. Then we've got some other containers here. This gnome is a container. We've put a few little pine and berry stems in the back of it. You can put whatever decoration you prefer. And this one is really exceptional, and he's really cute because he's also a cookie jar. Who doesn't want cookies at Christmas? Look at this pillow. The gnome story continues even in our fabrics this season. And look at all the other plush gnomes that we have. I really like the ones over there with a roly-poly base to them. They have a fun, festive pattern of plaid on there. Then the other ones that are freestanding with their striped arms, and the guys with the dangly legs, they're always one of crowd pleaser and one of our top selling items. This is the gnome that I mentioned earlier that's on the tree. But I think it'd be beautiful sitting on the shelf like that. Just put that little ornament on there for the additional sale and for the animated fun that you add to it. Storybook also has fun with watercolors. You can see in some of our new ornaments that feature the watercolor finish on there. And all of the colors come together with the reds, the blues, the greens, and even a little touch of yellow here and there and there. And then it's repeated on some of our new characters that we have. I just love some of these, the deer and the snowman and the bear that have these whimsical hats on. This is a cat and dog assortment. Beautiful for this collection. The watercolor is also repeated in some of our sort of vintage items. They're whimsical, but they have sort of that watercolor finish, a little bit of vintage style to them. Santa and characters and sleds, Santa on a scooter, maybe Santa with deer in a sleigh, Santa in a car, or maybe even an airplane. Our story continues here with some cute little geese. I love the way the one's on his back and he's holding on to him, and the other one's just looking up at his mother. We offer a lot of new florals in Storybook Christmas, from icy red berries to deep evergreens, but this is probably one of my favorite ones. It's flocked, it's snowy, it's got the pine cone, and the red berries are actually little red jingle bells. Can you hear Christmas coming? This story continues with more gnomes, and I'm telling you, some of the best sculpted pieces we have you'll find in this area. This is one of my favorites. I love how this little gnome is peeking through the center of the wreath. The other one's holding a tree, some mushrooms to go with the story, along with some other ones with packages and trees. And then these fun little critters over here. There's a fox, a deer, and a bear, all dressed for the Christmas season.